doing?
Please sit. Can't walk outside that door. Please sit.
Then I suggest you get the that bitch out of here. I'm picking up this.
To be honest, it's not easy growing up, going from being just a child happy in his bubble to becoming aware of life's realities and trying to cope with them. Though it is a difficult transition for everyone, some take it harder than others. They can, along the way, develop anger management issues and stay in denial about reality, becoming selfish, and start making life tumultuous not only for themselves, but also for their families. These are clear indicators that such kids need a little more help from the people around them. Dr. Phil, an experienced psychologist, runs a daytime talk show and TV series in which he offers help and advice. This show is perhaps the most comprehensive forum on mental health in the history of television, and today we're going to share the moments from the show where Dr. Phil gave such kids a major reality check. Before we begin, why don't you hit that subscribe button to support our channel and turn on the bell icon so you don't have to miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Without further ado, let's begin. Madison describes her way of life as just carefree and fun-loving, but the truth is, her ways have earned her a record, all for the wrong reasons. Guilty of drug abuse, charges of domestic battery, and Grand Theft Auto, Madison came on the show still pretty confident that she was doing just fine in her life. Dr. Phil, however, did not agree. He told her that they would be sending her to the Center of Discovery where she'll receive proper professional help. Madison did not take the news well and had a meltdown on air, during which she even told her grandmother to shut up. When faced with only two choices, either to go home with her family or go to the center, she stormed off stage, crying that she didn't want to do it. Evidently, she was pretty unhappy with both of the options. We do hope that she's doing better than that now.
Very
Absolutely.
hard while she's gone.
Okay.
I've told Maddie that. There's
And
three
listen,
fingers.
what she's doing right now is exactly the reason I'm telling you that you need to.
Up next, we have a young boy on our hands who simply cannot accept defeat. Being frustrated or upset over losing a game is pretty normal, but addicted to video games, Grand Theft Auto and Fortnite in particular, this young man flies to a rage every time he loses and ends up taking it out on his mother. His concerned mother admits that after a few games, he turns into someone even she can't recognize and wrecks the house. Though she claims that he is the way he is because of bullying, it is evident that her son needs help in controlling his anger and needs to stay away from video games, at least for a while.
Empty out that. One time, my console wasn't working. I took a rock, but I threw it at the TV.
Brought to Dr. Phil's show due to her anger issues, a 14-year-old young teenage girl explodes backstage and ends up giving the world a glimpse of what it's like to be around her when she's mad. Enraged towards her mother for deciding to send her to the Center of Discovery, she lets it all out. The teenager says that help is of no use if she still ultimately has to live with her mother, who she claims is actually the one who needs treatment. Alongside other countless threats she screamed out at her mother, the young girl threatened to even throw a chair at her if she doesn't get out. The girl does, however, open up to Dr. Phil about the pain she experienced in her childhood and all that she has been dealing with up until now, as she says that she trusts him to help her. Though her behavior was inexcusable, she sounded like she was lashing out against the world that was cruel to her first. We hope she's now getting the help that she needs and is making her way to finding peace. Michelle, another 14-year-old teenage girl with a habit of running away from her home, turned a generic family argument into a nightmare for her parents and everyone else trying to help her when she refused to go to a treatment center. She was adamant that she wouldn't listen to anyone and demanded that she be let out. When informed that she doesn't have the choice to leave, she yells at everyone in the room and wishes death upon them. Fortunately, after having her day meal, she finally agrees to get treatment, and we hope that she's now glad she chose to give in for her own good.
To go on and do what you want to do. Atta girl.
And at last, we have 16-year-old Christy, who made her parents feel unsafe to the point that they started sleeping in the bathroom to keep away from her. She is without a doubt one of the craziest teens to feature on the show. She was so dangerous and erratic that her town's head of police was the one to write to Dr. Phil requesting for help in dealing with her. Like the other kids we discussed just before her, Christy too verbally abused her mother, but she took it to another level by wishing death on her mother and threatening to kill her, along with turning arguments into physical disputes. Her father explained that they had to hide all the knives in their house after they found a huge butcher knife under Christy's bed. If that doesn't say creepy and evil, we don't know what does. And with that, we'll wrap up today's video. We thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and click on the bell icon to support us and stay tuned. We'll see you guys next time.